Welcome everyone, SWBrainGames here, and I'm going to start this new series. I'm trying not to go too long here, but it's called Words of Wisdom. And basically what I just want to say is, on this, is just to let you know that I'm not just a gamer. You know, I'm not just a Tom McDonald reactor. I'm also a cat dad. Goofy cat. But anyways, you know, I've had through a lot of struggles in my life. A lot of different things. You know, I just want to put out a different perspective for you guys, so you guys know who you're supporting when you're watching SWBrainGames and seeing my Fortnite challenge guides and other games and stuff, and Summer's War and all that. Or seeing a Tom McDonald reaction video, which I have a couple of them. I may get back to them at some point. But also gotta realize that even though I want to do this full time, I can't yet, because I got a full-time job. Which, of course, I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow, and I go back into the danger zone. But it's so she's going crazy. She's going crazy. Miss Chestina. Of course, thought she was a boy, so we had her Chester, and then girl Chestina. Chestina Aguilera. But yeah, anyways, guys, just let you guys know that I'm not just a gamer, but I am me. I am me, and always been me. And you know, I've pretty much thought myself as like a motivational speaker, and some of you know that. You know, especially if you've teamed up with me in games and stuff, and especially when I go off topic of out of games and stuff. You know, I also call myself a truther, because I always try to seek the truth. But I mean, I was also homeless at one point. Homeless in one of the most dangerous cities in all of the U.S. Albuquerque, New Mexico. I just say, I know there was an angel watching over me when I was in Albuquerque. And so many people I know didn't make it. You know, but one thing that you guys might not have known is when I first went to that shelter, I had a major problem that you would not believe that I actually had. Especially with me doing like this, me talking the way I talk, and at one point even doing music, which it looks like it's back in the future. It's coming. I'll just say that. It's coming. It may surprise you. May shock you. Big things are coming for SWBrainGames. Trust me. But, you know, my main problem back in 2015, was shyness. I was shy. Very shy. You know, I wouldn't be doing this right now. I would not be doing this right now at all. I didn't know how to talk to women. I didn't even have a relationship at all. You know, is it 26 or something? Just nothing. No relationship, no nothing. and never even been kissed. Of course, that all changed 2015. But I mean, all the stuff that I did. I mean, before like helping people out and stuff, it was only in like Facebook, mainly Facebook, and maybe on computer and like computer games and stuff. And then of course I said Facebook games. Mainly that was all I ever did. I never really once ever helped someone, from wanting to do like self-elimination, because I can't say that certain S word. Too traumatic. I'm just saying that, and people get triggered also when they say that, and people say that word too. So I'm not. I just say self-elimination or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I had even had those thoughts too, so that's how I know how to help people. At one point, I was in the clinical depression. I was actually went in 2016 until my wife, which helped her out too. But most of the time when you go to like a homeless shelter or whatever, some people they kind of get weaker. They don't find themselves there, but I did. It wasn't too long after that I was able to fully knock out the shyness, fully knock out everything. Even just like holding a microphone and having my hands shaking like this and trying to speak and I mean, eventually got to a point where I was actually doing plays and stuff. And the shelter president was wanting me, I think he was wanting me to be an actor. Just because of how good I was. Because they gave me scripts and everything, and I was like, I don't need no stinking script. I'd do it myself. I could do it better without no stinking script. And guess what? I did 3 leading plays at that shelter, and I stole the show. But that wasn't all. It was my first opportunity to save lives, which I did. And I would probably say that in that time, this 6 months, that I probably saved the lives of maybe 10 different people. If it was just, making sure they had food and doing that lifeline thing, it was giving food to like 7 different locations over town. And I know certain people would have starved to death if it wasn't for those times. And of course, me being more generous than I should have. But yeah, there was just so many different times where I actually did save people's lives. I mean, literally. Because people went to that shelter because they were having, not just they were homeless. It was, they had substance abuse, alcohol, drugs, anger issues, certain addictions or whatever that they needed to get rid of, which of course all that is an addiction. I guess my excuse I was telling them was, I was playing games way too much and addicted to it. Just, I couldn't find any excuses because I didn't have alcohol problems or drug problems or anger issues. maybe towards dumb people, but I just don't have patience for them, let's just say that. But you know, I was there for 6 months, and I made a big difference. Made a big difference. And of course, you know, even with my ex that I met at the shelter, you know, technically I saved her from that life, and then later the year I actually saved her from freaking freezing to death because she was trying to get away from everybody, and it's kind of splitting up and stuff, and then I ended up having to save her, and then ended up taking us back to Albuquerque, where she dumped me for one of my friends, ex-friend. Literally dumped me right back into the shelter. You know, and then of course those guys got me back on my feet. But the thing is, I mean, I know the homeless life. I know what it feels like to not eat. You know, and then to go a day or even 2 days or sometimes even longer without food in your belly. All that you have in your belly is water, you know? Or maybe a Dr. Pepper. I'd rather have water. But all that happened, and then just like something woke up in me that I can make a difference. And then not very long after, I started helping her out with her journey. That was a dark one. 4 months. 4 months to break her from the spell that she was in. Of course, drugs, meth and stuff. A whole lot of bad stuff. And then I ended up throwing myself out there and got my vehicle. Became homeless right at the Walmart parking lot for about a week and a half. Panhandling to get enough money to get myself a phone card. So, get myself a phone card and stuff. And then of course, here and there, you know, try to get her some food. Try to help her out as much as I could. And then eventually got a job, which is the same place that I'm working right now. And then she realized that no one else in her life was helping her out except for her mom. And she eventually gave up on all that stuff and picked me. Of course, that was, 2016. And in May, be together 6 years. Married 3 years. In the same day. May 29th. Or May 28th. May 28th. What's crazy is we don't even fight. We hardly even argue. Except for maybe food. That's mainly because we don't have enough money to get the food. But anyways, got all that, you know, saved her life. And then eventually realized that I was actually good at saving people's lives. But another thing that I had recently realized is maybe my job out there is to break people's spell that Satan has on them. Because it's like Satan has got them in a snare. And they're just choking. Everybody's choking. And then I'm the one with the wire cutters freaking cutting the wire to the snare. You know? Of course, actually, I just thought of that. It's really brilliant. But the thing is, you know, we gotta try to break the spell that Satan has on people, so it's easier to, you know, help them out. Because sometimes There's certain people, they don't want to be helped, but they need to be helped sometimes. You know, I realize that. And, you know, I do what I can. So, of course, right now, I'll put in my words of wisdom real quick, because this is what it's going to be. Right now, this is like the intro, but this is, I'll be doing like a different words of wisdom, maybe 2 or 3 of them or something, and then we'll go over them and stuff, and then my opinion, you know, and everything. So, so my words of wisdom is simply pretty much almost everything I repeat all the dang time. Don't be someone that don't just try to be someone that people want you to be. Okay? Don't try to just, you know, be someone that is like, oh no, you need to be like this, you need to be like that. No. You need to be you. And sometimes you may have a hard time trying to figure that out, because you may put it in your mind that you're weak-minded, that you're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not cool enough or whatever. Because the only thing you are doing right there is trying to fit the mold. You're trying to fit a mold that you are not. You have to be you. And don't let no one stop you from being you. Because think about this, okay? If people are jealous of who you are, if people are like, oh, you're under me, it's because they are weak-minded. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of you being you, because they don't know how to be them. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know who they are. You know who you are. And that's probably like step 1 in the healing process, is knowing who you are. Because you have to know who you are before you go out and help anybody. You have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, then you know to go back to the woodwork and find out who you are. Definitely got to figure out who you are. You know, I figured that out a long time. She's not even looking at me and she's doing that. But, like I said, people try to pretend to be someone they're not. You know? It's a lot of confusion out there. It's just like, especially all this gender confusion that's going on. You know, people telling other people like, oh, you should be this gender. No, you should be whoever you are, not what people want you to be. Because if you try to be someone that you're not, you try to be someone that people tell you to be, you are not yourself. You are not the captain of your own ship. This right here, this body, this is your ship. You are the captain of it. Don't let people tell you what to be and who to be and how to be it. The only person that has the ability to tell you who you are is you. Okay? And of course, you know, you might have trouble trying to figure that out. You know, some people, it takes them a lifetime to figure out who they are. I've known who I was since I was 11. You know, it's just I had to break from the shyness to do what I'm doing right now. And of course, 7 years ago this month, I first started my first YouTube channel, Zane's Crimson Warrior Zone. And I did a lot of stuff. Of course, some stuff was controversial. Some stuff was game-changing. But it helped me establish my platform where I am right now. And you see up there, SWBG. Right in the middle, follow your dreams. Alright, now on the next Words of Wisdom, we are definitely going to be diving into something that I say all the time, that I've been saying, I said all the time on Zane's Crimson Warrior Zone, and I've been saying it now. Of course, some of the line actually comes from a song from Papa Roach called Face Everything and Rise. But I use that part for me. But the line is simply, or it's not a sentence pretty much, but it's my line. Never give up, never back down, face everything and rise, never give in to Satan's will, and never give up on your dreams. Now, of course, since I already said it, I don't need to say it again to end the video, but on that, I'm gonna go over every part of that. I'm gonna face everything and rise, never give up, never give in to Satan's will. Because you'll eventually realize that I'm anti-Satan. I fight everything that the devil stands for. Okay? But anyways, guys, I'm just gonna cut this right now. You guys will know who I am. Know that I'm not just a gamer, that I'm not just a video reactor, that I am me. I am SWBrainGames, guys. This is me. This is not no fake facade or anything. This is me. And I'll always be me. Alright? It's been SWBrainGames. I'll see you all later. Y'all have a great day.